or look into the space which the devotees and disciples of Bhagavan, and in this state when a lot of us are yearning for his physical presence, something which we are yearning for his initiations, for his darshans, for his presidential address, or anything, or even just appearing for an event which is absent, right? It is, we feel a void now. And despite that, we know that this is a powerful moment, as verified by Bhagavan himself, that this is a moment which we can use. This is a sweet pain kind of a moment which we can use to transform ourselves, to ascend our consciousness into higher frequencies and establish the state of enlightenment within us through various methods as instructed by Bhagavan himself. For example, doing ajapa japa and reading his autobiography and so forth. So at this moment, which is quite emotional, which is quite close to the devotees, it is very much close to our hearts. It is very much irresponsible for these rumor mongers to ridicule and bring up false publications, false news, false headlines about a situation which is far from reality as propagated by them. So I can verify that it is nothing. So there's no havoc or there's no tension anywhere here. In Adi Kailasa, as far as I'm concerned, I can verify that everything is going smoothly. Our connection, our bond with Bhagavan can never be diminished, because as his main teaching is that we should cognize ourselves as Paramashiva himself. So when we are in that cognition, we never feel separate from him. We never feel that our bond or the umbilical cord of spirituality with him is ever disrupted. So right, so despite having despite missing his physical presence, our bond with him is still unshaken. And that is what they should understand, that despite all these things, despite all these confusions, so-called confusions which are going around the net, they must understand that our bond with Bhagavan is never disturbed, and hence, and there is no everything is going as planned here. In the management of Adi Kailasa, or the rituals which are happening, or the devotees, there's nothing, everything is moving smoothly, right? And we believe that we are simply obedient to Bhagavan and his will and his instructions, and we are simply following that. So for example, when Bhagavan says that we should start doing certain practices, we are just simply obeying that. When he says that we should suggest, there's a suggestion for us to light lamps for Arunagiri Yogeshwara. You can see devotees flocking to Tiruvannamalai temple to light lamps at the Sannidhi of Bhagavan Arunagiri Yogeshwara, who is our Paramaguru. And even in Adi Kailasa, we are doing grand celebrations at his Sannidhi, lighting deepas, and it's a celebrative moment. There is no negativity, there's no space for any sort of negativity here or anything that would pull our spirit down. Right, so that is how Bhagavan has trained us, and in that constant state of Paramadvaita, recognizing ourselves in complete oneness with Bhagavan, in complete oneness with Paramashiva, nothing can shake us, and I can assure you that.
It's a very important point which you have brought forward, Maharaj, and I would like to humbly add my feelings, and for which I feel we can, all our devotees will resonate to, is that whenever, each and every time, whenever our beloved Guru, Swamiji, Bhagwan was pushed, when the anti-Hindus, the Hindu music elements tried to do some harm to him, he always emerged stronger and bigger. That has been the experience which each and every person has gone through, each and every devotee has gone through. Even the Hindu music elements know that. So yes, whereas they are trying their best to poison the thoughts or to spread rumors, each and every of their negative steps is being used for the spiritual breakthrough, to make the spiritual breakthrough happen in millions of people, and to give a spiritual super conscious breakthrough to everybody. I remember in 2017, when one of our Adinams monasteries was attacked by Hindu music terrorists and our sannyasis were beaten with stones. I remember our beloved Guru Bhagwan had shared, they may throw stones at us, I will teach our people, I will teach you how to collect those stones and build adinams out of it. I feel this is a moment of great spiritual possibility where the Hindu music terrorists, the Hindu music abusers might be throwing stones, rumors, but we can build an Adinam, we can build a Kailasa in our hearts, where we have the deity of Paramashiva, our beloved Guru, installed in our hearts and radiating in our inner space and manifesting outside us. This is a great spiritual transformation possibility which Bhagwan is giving us. So it's a very strong reminder to all the Hindu music terrorists that all their weapons are going to be used as a building blocks and stones on which the superconscious breakthrough of millions of devotees and the entire human civilization is going to happen in our inner space. So would you like to add and share something about that, Maharaj?
Yes, that is very true, Maharaj, as truth always prevails. So despite all this negative light or negative highlight by the media, we can always note that this particular post, which is directly coming from Bhagavan himself, is getting massive views, massive reach. Even non-devotees, those who do not know about the Sangha or do not know about Kailasa or even Bhagavan himself, are sharing the post. Just it can be as simple as coming from the space of a well-wisher, right? So these are simple, sense basic criteria which underlies the umbrella of humanity, where it is natural where when we see such a declaration or post from a leader, a spiritual leader, we do not put it in a negative light, but rather try to give some positive comments or positive sharings about it. So as we can see, Hindus can no longer, as a mass, can no longer be manipulated by the media, as truth always prevails. Despite the rumors, despite the negative light, despite the headlines which the negative media is trying to portray, the truth with evidence is always being updated by Bhagavan himself in his social media. With images, you can even check his images, his own personal handwriting, in his handwriting. So I believe that it is time that Hindus have awakened, and when the media, the tactics used by the media to the anti-Hindu forces which are controlling certain aspects of the media to tarnish the image of a spiritual leader like Bhagavan is very much visible now. Their tactics are getting very much visible, and the method in which they irresponsibly cook up stories and cook up their news is very much getting highlighted. It is very much evident. No one is going to buy those stories anymore.
Yes, Maharaj. So as we are realizing that today's world, people can see through the media, and the weapons which the Hindu music terrorists and Hindu music media are using against Hinduism and against humanity is actually being turned as building blocks for the enlightened civilization. And I would share some more examples of how this is happening. And we are witnessing this again and again, but somehow the Hindu music terrorists are not able to learn even now that all their attacks is actually just exposing them and making sure that they cannot continue their ways. For all the attacks done against our beloved Guru and against Kailasa, today the whole world, the United Nations, and all the human rights organizations in the world, they recognize the Hindu persecution, all thanks to the hard work and sacrifice and tyaga of our beloved Guru to have taken this up to the level of United Nations, that they cannot continue. So all the, I'm sure our viewers, especially our devotees and disciples of our beloved Guru, and all the viewers, we know that Kailasa nation has represented Hinduism, has represented all the 2 billion Hindus in United Nations about the persecution done on Hindus. So with all their attacks, with all their attacks, the Hindu music terrorists have only made the mission of KAILASA more successful. Successful in the sense that we are able to stand up to higher responsibility and higher possibilities. And we are able to serve Hinduism by presenting the important facts about Hinduism on the international level.
I'm just...
Now we will have a few more Adinavasis coming up and sharing their spiritual experiences and their perspective of how they are going through this great spiritual transformation possibility, which has been given to us by Bhagwan directly in the form of our beloved Guru, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. So now, let us internalize and let us go through the post once again and understand the great possibility that has opened for all of us. So please allow me to share the message of our beloved Guru with all of us. Paramashiva's blessing. This is for all devotees and disciples. Please stop sending money to take care of my health related. From the day these rumors about my health started spreading, money is pouring into all our trusts from all over the world. Please stop this sending money. Now all my devotees and disciples, listen. Listen intensely. This separation from me, the anxiety, whether you will be able to see again or not, and insecurity, whether you will be able to get the darshan and initiations again or not. All this is a sweet pain which can be transformed into a deep devotional feeling connection through spiritual practice by Ajapa Japa of Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Reading autobiography of the Avatar, enjoying Nithyanandapedia. What we are going through is not a natural disaster like tsunami, earthquake, where sending money makes you feel fulfilled and you have done some charity. What we are going through is a great spiritual possibility by Paramashiva to all of us. Paramashiva himself is settling as a larger being with more intensity and power manifestation in me through this intense samadhi. This is not the time for you to send some money or charity. As I heard, many devotees are selling their properties and pouring money to take care of my health into our organizations from all over the world. Please stop this. If you want me to be alive and active for longer time, for your benefit or the benefit of the world, do light a lamp in front of my Guru Arunagiri Yogeshwara's picture in your own home and pray to him to settle into my body and be more active and energetic and live longer. So use this beautiful opportunity of sweet pain of separation to intensify your deep devotion and feeling connection more and manifest powers, enlightenment of Paramashiva. It's all your love, devotion, feeling connection settles me from samadhi and makes me active and gives satsangs again, not the money you pour. If you want to show your love, devotion, just put the picture of my Guru Arunagiri Yogeshwara, light a lamp, take a selfie and post it. Whenever I open my eyes, I will try to see all your posts and send my love and blessings to all of you. This is the stotra that describes Arunagiri Yogeshwara Arunachala Puranam, verse Arunagiri Yogishwara Vandanam. Lalate Tripundri Nitikrata Kasturi Tilakaha, Spuranamala Dhara Spuritika Katikopini Vasanaha, Dadano Dustaram Shirashipani Rajam Shashikalam, Pradeepa Sarvesham Arunagiri Yogi Vijayate. The one who has the Tripundri, the 3 lines of sacred ash on his forehead, the mark of sacred musk applied on his forehead, who is the wearer of a glittering garland, who wears a loin cloth on his radiantly glowing waist, who holds the unconquerable king cobra and crescent moon on his crown, victory onto Arunagiri Yogishwara, the illuminator of Pradeepa Sarvesham, Arunachala Puranam, verse 1, Arunagiri Yogishwara Vandanam. In this salutation, we offer our respects and gratitude to Arunagiri Yogishwara, the embodiment of Paramashiva, who incarnated a few thousand years ago and is even today available to his ardent devotees in the gracious form of Arunachaleshwara, the presiding deity of the Arunachaleshwara temple of Tiruvannamalai. With his salutation, we remember and thus invoke Arunagiri Yogishwara's presence as we recall the great Leela of his happening in the Avatar Leela, life of the Avatar. Enrich and enjoy, share and celebrate. So this was the message, the Guru Vak, the revelation from our beloved Guru, Bhagwan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Now we have with us another Adinavasi, Kailashavasi joining us, who is going to share his experiences of how this moment of separation, of sweet pain, is being transformed into a spiritual possibility, deep devotion, and what we are going through as Kailasavasis, standing in solidarity with our beloved Guru, whom we lovingly call Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. So I would like to introduce Sri Brahma Sukhananda Maharaj. Maharaj, please go ahead and introduce yourself to our viewers and please share your perspective and experiences.
Yes, Nithyanandam, I just want to check if I'm audible properly.
Please go ahead, Maharaj.
Okay. Yes. So I am Sri Nithya Brahma Sukhananda Maharaj, a resident of Kailasavasi here in Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Sarvagnya Peetham. So what we are currently witnessing, and I'm sharing my own perspective as to the whole situation and the whole whatever we are experiencing right now. So from my angle, all the viewers have seen what the posts are from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam is personally communicating and guiding, describing what he's going through, and also giving instructions to all his disciples and devotees as to what the right way to approach it is. So when I see, based on my own personal relationship with my beloved Guru, Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff, in his life, he has went through certain periods of time, which we call as the great pauses. There have been 2 great pauses. The first one being when he experienced the great incarnationhood manifesting through him. Second was pretty recently, a couple of years before, when he secluded himself from the entire humanity for a long period of time. In both of these instances, a common thread that appears is that his body suddenly gets sucked into a very heightened state of samadhi. very powerful, intense experience of Paramadvaita, that is, in simple terms, can be called as oneness with cosmos, oneness with Paramashiva, oneness with the supreme consciousness, the Paramadvaita. When his body goes through that experience, it is so powerful. In his own words, he describes as he neither has any attachment left towards this body or this world, nor any aversion towards it. Nothing at all. It is simply Paramashiva, pure supreme consciousness flowing through his body and doing what it needs to do. And after both of these past pauses, what has happened is that there has been a sudden blast in the entire state, not just of his being, of his body, but something great which has revealed for the entire cosmos. Huge gift, a huge breakthrough that has happened in him and through him for the rest of us. First, as I said, was the revelation and the manifestation of his incarnationhood itself, of complete oneness with everything. His realization of his Paramashivatva, that he is Paramashiva, his incarnation, his ultimate manifestation here on planet Earth with a specific mission, that is to revive the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, KAILASA. That is his mission. This is what he is here for. He got this realization in a very strong experience in his body. That was the first. Similarly, again, in the second pause, he again went through this similar experience, very strong samadhi state. And after that, we saw sudden manifestation of extremely powerful revelations, initiations, power manifestations, which are beyond the scope of even explaining to common people. They will not be able to grasp all the truths that he is revealing about vertical time zones, about parallel universe. You cannot expect a common man, forget about anti-Hindu, these Hindu media forces or all these cheap fools who just want to make their living out of defaming others. I'm not even talking about them. Even common people, average citizens, they will not be able to understand these truths. And those kinds of truths were revealed to him after the pause. Now this what we are going through right now is, again, I won't call it a pause or anything, but in my own personal experience, it is another such an event that has again pushed his body into a similar, very powerful state of samadhi, where he's completely one with Paramashiva. A total, complete state of surrender, even physically, is happening in him. The only time he's in his body, as in the way we are awake, in the awakened state, in the awake state of being awake, when he's in that body, the only thing he's doing is offering puja to Paramashiva. So it is just these two things that he's going through. Either being one with Paramashiva physically, or in the Dvaita state, offering puja to Paramashiva. Being Paramashiva and worshipping Paramashiva. That is all he's doing right now. And he's absolutely physically fine. He's healthy. It is just this extreme samadhi state he's going through. And he's revealing he has got no attachment to his body, no aversion either. And it is simply Paramashiva's decision what he wants to do, whether he wants to continue being in this body or anything. Yes, this is a state, I would say a kind of a bittersweet experience for me, because ultimately he's my guru. I want him to be physically healthy, physically fine. I want to be in his personal space all the time. So I'm waiting for him to come out. I would say come down. Maybe I'm a bit selfish as well, but it is my love for him that wants to see him, talk to me, express himself to me the way he does, initiate us, give darshans. And I want to add to this, and whatever rumors and whatever the people are spreading as they always have been. I mean, it's not a new thing. See, we are initiated disciples of Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Once we are initiated, for those people who don't know what initiation means, it is simple transmission of his DNA into us. So we have become him. We have his DNA. So he doesn't technically need to continue to be in his body to manifest through us. Let us be clear. We will continue to execute his mission as per his guidance with full integrity and manifest Kailasa the way it has to happen. And it will happen. The revival of Sanatana Hindu Dharma will happen. The revival of the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation, Kailasa, which has faced persecution for thousands of years by numerous gangs of terrorists and Hindu media forces, anti-spiritual forces, all kinds of negative elements. Despite all those attacks, the revival is bound to happen. He has happened for that, and he has initiated us as his own carbon copies to make that happen. So technically speaking, for just specifically for those fools who are spreading these rumors that he's not in his body anymore, we are building some samadhi and all that nonsense. Let us put it very straight. First, he is absolutely fine physically. He is communicating us directly, as we can see, as we have been witnessing through these posts directly, personally. In first person, he is communicating. Second, it is a broader point which I am raising here, is that his initiation in itself is so powerful that it does its job, what he's supposed to do. He does it through the person anyway. It is a seed which has to sprout sooner or later. It is in his own words that I'm saying this. His initiation never fails. And his initiation is meant for the revival of Kailasa, to revive the ancient, sacred, enlightenment-based civilization which already was present on this planet thousands of years before, which was destroyed consciously by Rakshasas, by demons. And the revival of that is happening, has happened actually. If we talk in terms of political, modern political, geopolitical situation, it has happened. Kailasa is a nation. It is just multiplying it now. So for those people, I am putting out the statement that it's not necessary for him to be physically present in his body to do his job. He has
Yes,
given
Maharaj.
his guidance very clearly, and we are going to execute very precisely what we are supposed to do for the
Yes,
job
Maharaj.
which needs to be done.
Yes, Maharaj. So as you have been sharing this point, I've been eagerly recollecting one of the points which you are bringing forth, and I want to highlight what you brought forward, is that his initiation never fails. If all of us remember, when our beloved Guru had gone through the second big pause, when he came back to initiate all of us, we experienced a big breakthrough. I don't know how many of us recollect, but I'm sure we'll instantly recollect this,
Yes.
that the initiated disciples of our beloved Guru went in Gujarat and gave initiations to born blind children, and they were able to see. This is a very strong, tangible, scientific, repeatable, validatable experience which everybody went through. It was published in several newspapers. So this great pause manifested as a big breakthrough, a big spiritual breakthrough. And as we have been hearing from our beloved Guru directly, and also as is being shared, his initiation never fails. And this great pause has always manifested as a great breakthrough, a big breakthrough for the humanity, for the whole human civilization, I should say. When it happened in the year 2000, it manifested as KAILASA ecosystem in 33 countries. In a very short span of less than 5 years, from 0 to 33 countries. When the second time the Great Pause happened, it manifested as a country in itself, KAILASA nation, with extraordinary spiritual powers, where we witnessed, all of us, saw the initiated disciples were now giving initiations, which was even giving the breakthrough to born blind children to be able to see. So with this, we can understand the great spiritual possibility that this holds for the entire humanity. And
Yes.
at the same time, it is a strong reminder to both us, disciples, followers, devotees of our beloved Guru, Swamiji, Bhagwan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, that as our beloved Guru has revealed, it's a moment where we are going to indulge and transform this into a deep devotional experience through a japa japa, reading the autobiography, going through Nithyanandapedia, offering our humble prayers to Bhagwan Arunagiri Yogeshwara, and using this moment as a strong spiritual transformation possibility. At the same time, it's a strong reminder to the Hindu music forces that all their rumors, all their nonsense has always been the building blocks of the next breakthrough. As we were just sharing a few minutes ago, around an hour ago, that in 2017, when there was a big attack on one of our monasteries, where the Hindu music terrorists were throwing stones and breaking our buildings, beating our people with stones, our beloved Guru revealed to us. He said, they may throw stones at us, but we are going to lift those same stones and build adinams out of it, build temples out of it. Now, all these rumors are being thrown as stones to hurt the practicing 2 billion Hindus around the world. But all the practicing 2 billion Hindus around the world are going to use it to build KAILASA in their hearts, where all of us are going to keep our beloved Guru in our hearts and worship him. Now, this is the spiritual devotional breakthrough which is going to happen. And we can see that from all around the world, not just the devotees, even new people who have not previously connected much or who are completely new are able to see this conspiracy and are pouring their sincere prayers and their sincere prayers and well wishes in the comments, and ten thousands of shares are happening. It's a great big spiritual transformation which the entire planet is going through, and it's an important lesson for all of us. So I was wondering, Maharaj, if you could add something on this, and for the benefit of our viewers.
Yeah, sure. See, ultimately, as Swamiji has himself said, he's none other than Arunagiri Yogeshwara, possessing and functioning through that body. Arunagiri Yogeshwara, if somebody is not doesn't know, is Paramashiva himself, who is residing in Tiruvannamalai. His birth town is a sacred place, ancient sacred ecosystem, enlightenment-based ecosystem, very powerful. established by Paramashiva himself in the form of Arunagiri Yogeshwara, who resides there and who has promised to always be available to his devotees and disciples in three forms. Arunachala Purana, it's a scripture which describes this Leela of Paramashiva in the form of Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Says he has promised his devotees and disciples to be available in three forms eternally. One is the sacred Arunachala, the hill, that is the self-effulgent light, fire of Paramashiva. Second is the Arunachaleshwara Linga, which is still worshipped in the Arunachaleshwara temple in Tiruvannamalai. And third is in the form of a living incarnation, a continued lineage, unbroken lineage of siddhars, of living incarnations who will continue to manifest the state, space, powers, being, and superconsciousness of Paramashiva and guide the humanity and cause spiritual breakthrough in their lives. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the current spiritual head of the Arunachala Samrajyam, the Adi Arunachala Sarvagnya Peetham. He is the current incarnation in that unbroken lineage, the direct manifestation of Paramashiva, who is here, the direct manifestation of Arunagiri Yogeshwara, to be more specific, who is here to execute this mission of causing the superconscious breakthrough of humanity today. And he happened in the life of our Guru, the Supreme Pontiff, when he was about 11 years of age. It was a very intense, very sweet Guru-disciple relationship that they experienced. And it was just merely 9 months, around 9 months period, this relationship happened. This entire exchange, this transmission of this powerful science of Sanatana Hindu Dharma experientially happened in just those 9 months. And after that, our Guru, Supreme Pontiff, he has never looked back. So when he experienced Paramadvaita at the end of that phase, and then after that, again, had that very powerful 360-degree vision, the first powerful experience of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, again in Tiruvannamalai, not long after his experience with Arunagiri Yogeshwara. All these experiences established him more and more as a child itself into this state of Paramashivatva, the enlightenment. And this entire science of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, according to him, the whole thing can be ascribed to simply this Guru-disciple relationship, this sweet relationship between the Guru and his disciple. The disciple does not need to do anything except simple devotion. To him to manifest more and more in this body, just to enjoy him as our Guru, just like he enjoyed Arunagiri Yogeshwara as his Guru. Simple devotion, simple love. Simply with that love, the entire experiences and all the knowledge was transferred. Just to experience that sweet, chaste space with him physically. Just to experience that, we are praying to Arunagiri Yogeshwara, who is manifesting through this body of the Supreme Pontiff. And we are worshipping him, praying him to manifest and to continue to live and stay in that body and manifest whatever he wants to manifest, so that we, in addition to doing what needs to be done to fulfill his mission, can also cherish this guru-disciple relationship, which we have just begun to experience. It is an unending journey. The sweetness, the intensity just grows and grows. There is no end to it. Every time it feels that it's not enough. Every new chapter which opens in this guru-disciple relationship is like a new breakthrough. It's like a new love story, but it never ends. It never feels it's enough. So to experience that more and more, we worship, we are continuously offering our deep devotion and prayers to Arunagiri Yogeshwara to manifest and settle down in the body of our Guru, Swamiji, and bless us, continue to bless us with this powerful, sweet Guru-Shishya relationship, Guru-disciple relationship, in addition to the mission of reviving Kailasa. So both aspects are there. And I personally appeal to all the viewers and all the supporters of Kailasa, all the disciples, devotees, all, even those who are even cherishing a little bit sympathy or support for Swamiji and his mission, to pray to Arunagiri Yogeshwara, to Paramashiva, to bless this, to continue to bless this planet with this ultimate incarnation in this physical form. He will do what he needs to do. He has come, Paramashiva's word never fails. He has said he will revive, he will revive. But we will pay the price even if we wait for 5 or 10 years in between. So for the sake of all of us, our welfare, our planet's welfare, to put an end to all the suffering that we are witnessing all around us, wars, diseases, what not we have seen in the past couple of years itself. He is the only solution. People have to understand that. It is not from a space of arrogance that I'm saying this. Anyone who practically even skims through some of the work that he has done, you will understand the tireless work that he is doing just to put an end to this suffering that we all are going through, and really create a super conscious breakthrough on this planet. So that's all. My appeal to all the viewers is, along with us, continue to support and offer your prayers and respects to Paramashiva, to Arunagiri Yogeshwara, to continue to bless us with his manifestation on this planet and our Guru, Swamiji. Thank you.
Thank you, Maharaj. That was Sri Nitya Brahmasukhananda Maharaj, the Kailasa Vasi from Adi Kailasa. Thank you, Maharaj, for sharing your sweet experiences. It's much needed for all of us to look in and to reconnect with our feeling connection with our beloved Guru and introspect our inner space, internalize and realize why we are going through what we are going through. And it also reminds me that the relationship of guru-disciple relationship which our beloved Guru, Swamiji, Bhagwan, Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam had with Arunagiri Yogeshwara was a 9-month period. And he also went through a sweet separation, which manifested in a oneness experience, which led to his enlightenment experience. And rest is history. We know what happened. We know the kind of breakthrough it gave to the entire humanity. Such a conscious breakthrough possibility is there for all of us to transform this moment of separation, the sweet pain, into a deep devotion and a great spiritual breakthrough. We'll be back in a short while with many of our brother disciples, Kailasavasis, from all around the world, sharing how they are going through this great spiritual moment in their lives. Please stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.
I'm your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Conscious woman or man, be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. You are going to experience literally Paramashiva. Most powerful, intangible but definitive, intense processes. This is the most powerful spiritual nuclear explosion, the strong force of Kailasa landing on planet Earth directly. One thing I can be sure, you will not exist end of the program. I can guarantee that. Only Paramashiva will be there. welcome all of you, the whole world, to come and celebrate, enjoy not only the enlightenment ecosystem, the beauty of how it is getting revived. Be an insider for this great revival process. If you are an insider even for a startup company, you will understand not only the result of the company, even that being an insider is such a joy. Being an insider when it was happening is something extraordinary. So, I welcome all of you to come and be part of an insider of this revival of KAILASA, the enlightenment ecosystem, sovereign order of KAILASA, KAILASA nation itself. I request and welcome, invite all of you to become e-Kailasian, get your free e-passport and make billions receive this free e-passport. What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to KAILASA, it's okay. KAILASA can come to you. KAILASA. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself.
your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present. by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck. and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swap.
Nithyanandam to each and every one of you watching us live on YouTube, Facebook, and our KAILASA.org, KAILASA.tv, and NTV platforms. Many of you may or may not have read the Facebook posts which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, has been posting for the past couple of weeks. I'm just going to go ahead and read out the latest Facebook post which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has posted as of early this morning. Paramashiva's blessings. This is for all the devotees and disciples. Please stop sending money to take care of my health related. From the day this rumor about my health started spreading, money is pouring into all of our trusts from all over the world. Please stop sending money. Please stop this sending money. Now all my devotees and disciples, listen intensely. The separation from me, the anxiety, whether you'll be able to see me again or not, and insecurity, whether you'll be able to get the darshan and initiations again or not. All this is a sweet pain which can be transformed into a deep devotional feeling connection through spiritual practice by Ajapa Japa of Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, reading autobiography of the Avatar, enjoying Nithyanandapedia. What we are going through is not a natural disaster like tsunami, earthquake, where sending money makes you feel fulfilled and you have done some charity. What we are going through is a great spiritual possibility by Paramashiva to all of us. Paramashiva himself is settling as a larger being with more intensity and power manifestation in me through this intense samadhi. This is not the time for you to send money, charity, as I heard many devotees are selling their properties and pouring money to take care of my health into our organizations from all over the world. Please stop this. If you want me to be alive and active for longer time, for your benefit or the benefit of the world, do light a lamp in front of my Guru Arunagiri Yogeshwara's picture in your own home and pray to him to settle into my body and be more active and energetic and live longer. So use this beautiful opportunity of sweet pain of separation to intensify your deep devotion and feeling connection more and manifest powers, enlightenment of Paramashiva. It's all your love, devotion, feeling connection, settles me from samadhi and makes me active and give satsangs again, not the money you pour. If you want to show your love, devotion, just put the picture of my Guru Arunagiri Yogeshwara, light a lamp, take a selfie and post it. Whenever I open my eyes, I will try to see all your posts and send my love and blessings to all of you. This is the stotra that describes Arunagiri Yogeshwara from the Arunachala Puranam. Lalate tripundri nitila krita kasturi tilakaha spuran mala dharas purita kati kaupina vasanaha dhadano dustaram shirasi phanirajam shashikalam Pradeepas sarvesham Arunagiri yogi vijayate. The one who has the Tripundri, the 3 lines of sacred ash, on his forehead, the mark of sacred musk applied on his forehead, who is the wearer of the glittering garland, who wears a loin cloth on his radiantly glowing waist, who holds the unconquerable king cobra and crescent moon on his crown. Victory unto Arunagiri Yogeshwara, the illuminator of all beings. This is the first verse of the Arunachala Puranam, Arunagiri Yogeshwara Vandana. In this salutation, we offer our respects and gratitude to Arunagiri Yogeshwara, the embodiment of Paramashiva, who incarnated a few thousand years ago and is even today available to his ardent devotees in the gracious form of Arunachaleshwara, the presiding deity of the Arunachaleshwara temple of Tiruvannamalai. With this salutation, we remember and thus invoke Arunagiri Yogeshwara's presence, as well as we recall the great Leela of his happening, the Avatara Leela, the life of the Avatar. Enrich and enjoy, share and celebrate. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also posted a few pictures. Here is the illustration depicting the Leela in the Avatar's life, where Arunagiri Yogeshwara and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism merged in the space of oneness. And this is the picture of the Arunagiri Yogeshwara Sannidhi in the Tiruvannamalai Arunachaleshwara temple. It is in this mandapam, through this cave, Arunagiri Yogeshwara used to manifest and come to Swamiji whenever Swamiji called upon him during the 9 months period where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism experienced Arunagiri Yogeshwara physically in his life. Here is another beautiful illustration of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism with his Guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Throughout all of this is a very important message, important teaching the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is conveying to all of us. The first thing which we should be addressing here is that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is perfectly healthy. In a previous post, a couple of days back, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself had mentioned that many times in the past, during these great pauses, at once the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had been in deep samadhi like this, where with 6 months, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had gone with very little food and sleep, where the body was in continuous ecstasy in samadhi. This is another process, is another training ground for us to become more and more in the space of oneness and to become more and more closer and deepen our feeling connection with our Master. This actually reminds me of a story which Swamiji used to share. The big difference between Meera and Andal, both of them experienced Parandama, experienced Vishnu, and were experiencing the oneness of Lord Parandama. Andal celebrated the presence of Lord Parandama, whereas Meera, her whole life, if you see, was a big suffering for her because she continuously was in the suffering of not having Parandama. When we change our context from thinking that Swamiji is just, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is just a physical body, a physical entity. He is not only a physical entity, but Swamiji is a principle as well. From my personal experience, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji has still manifesting in our lives, in my life personally, where there are so many miracles which have happened since the 1 month the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has gone into Samadhi. And it's not that the Swamiji is not available to us and he's become disconnected from us. Swamiji is still very much alive, very much active, and very much operating on this plane. As Swamiji himself said, it is our responsibility as his disciples as his devotees, Swamiji is not going anywhere. He himself has stated that he is perfectly healthy, perfectly all right. And we should use this opportunity, rather than going into more and more incompletion, insecurities, and anxiety, use this to strengthen our devotion, our commitment, and our stability in our relationship with the Master. When the Master happens in our lives, he happens exclusively for each and every one of us. And so with that being said, allow me to introduce a fellow Adinavasi living here with us in Adi KAILASA, Bidadi, who's going to share his experience and what he thinks, what is needed as Kailasavasis, as devotees and disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Sri Nithya Mahakritananda Maharaj. Nithyananda Maharaj. Yes, Maharaj, you can go ahead and give a brief introduction about yourself. Maharaj, you need to unmute yourself. Mahakritananda. Yes, Maharaj, please go ahead.
Nithyanandam, I'm Sri Nithya Mahakritananda. I'm with Swamiji for the first 5 years. I'm a doctor by profession. I met Swamiji through social media and inspired by his teachings and his work for Hinduism and work for humanity, and how he inspires the youngsters, the way he inspired youngsters and the ecosystem he has developed for the youngsters. That was very inspiring. So I started connecting with Swamiji, and I've been following Swamiji for the past 10 years. And in 2017, I got initiated as a brahmachari physically from Swamiji. So this 5 years, it was very amazing experience. It was like a very cute, very intense experience, and the relationship with Swamiji is growing more and more every day. It's like we can't explain in words. It's like very huge, very intense. Like how Gopikas had a relationship with Krishna. It was so soothing, and I can't explain in words. So it is like I'm a kind of in a mundane life I was having all the desires what all the youngsters have. So after coming to Swamiji, our greed, how Swamiji transforms our greed into a pure divine intention to do tyaga, to help others. How he transforms our love into bhakti. Every single moment I lived with Swamiji physically, it was a great blessing for me. So after all this rumors, all this attacks, what these anti-Hindu elements are doing, that the deep state militant missionaries are doing to Swamiji and Sangha, nothing had affected us. That much level of intense relationship, the confidence he gave to all of us, to all the youngsters here in Bidadi Adi Kailas. We are so happy the way we are, how we are. Swamiji been training us continuously. He has been guiding us in Adi Kailasa. He is not physically here, but the miracles happening here, how he is operating through us, through deities. Every day we are experiencing him here, and the miracles happening here in every devotees, deities, and it can't be explained. So we are really blessed and fortunate to be here. And the main thing, the important thing I would like to say, share as a Adinavasi, as a brahmachari here from Adi Kailas Bidhi, the whatever rumors, whatever the conspiracies, whatever the lies they are spreading, the anti-Hindu elements, anti Sangha, anti Swamiji, uh, culinaries, or this deep state militant missionaries are spreading now. Like some Swamiji's about Swamiji's physical health or about Swamiji's current state. Everything is a lie. Swamiji is guiding us every single day. He is giving instruction to us. He is following us. He is training us, and every day what he needs to do to this world is what he needs to do for the mission to happen in this planet Earth is happening. So devotees, it's all lie. So you all no need to worry. Samji is hale and healthy. He's continuously communicating to us, and uh, he's in. Even he is not physically with us. He has completely established. He has already showed the seeds all over the world. All over the world, his trained brahmacharis, sannyasis, has been continuously implementing his mission, and he's continuously guiding all of the youngsters all over the world, and the well established ecosystem for Hinduism, for all Hindus to practice their religion peacefully, is going to happen very soon. And Swamiji physically, he will uh, give darshan to all the Hindus, all the devotees, all the disciples. So this is what I want to share, and everything is going as per Swamiji's plan, and we are part of it, and we are very happy uh, that everything is happening in a right direction. And this rumors about Swamiji's health or Swamiji's mission or everything is a lie, and we physically we are not with Swamiji, but the amount of training, the intense physical, spiritual training we are getting is really amazing. I can't explain in words. So we are so happy and very intense, and the entire army is ready to establish Kailasas all over the world. And very soon Swamiji will reveal this, and he will physically give darshan to all of us.
Yes, thank you so much, Mahakrata Maharaj, for sharing. And what is one of the fundamental things, Maharaj, you think that as devotees, as disciples, what is the responsibility which we need to be taking, the steps which we need to be doing in this crucial moments? One side, we have various news outlets and YouTubers who are posting false information. In Adi Kailasa, they claim that we're building the Samadhi for Swamiji and so on and so forth. So as devotees, as disciples, what is that we should be doing and proving our chastity to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, not just to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, but to Kailasa as well. As Maharaj has mentioned earlier, irrespective of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, even if the whatever the abusers and news outlets, even if what they're saying has a little bit grain of truth, and even if the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism leaves the body and isn't present with us here physically, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change the stance we take as Kailasa Vasis. It doesn't change the stance we take as Kailasa Vasis. We are still going to be here and going to be continuing this mission of reviving Kailasa, being integrated to our Guru, to our Master.
You are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time. Kala. Your decision.
Nithyanand, sorry for the technical glitch. As we were saying, irrespective of, even if as abusers, as news outlets, as various people online are saying and claiming that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism may not be available to us in the physical plane anymore, that doesn't change our stand as Kailasavasis. It doesn't change my stand as a Kailasavasi, as a member of the Nityananda Sannyasa Sampradaya. We as Kailasavasis are showing our solidarity, and irrespective of what happens, we are going to be here and we are going to be continuing this great mission of reviving Hinduism, of creating Kailasa, which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established and has envisioned and has prepared, trained, and gifted this science to us all. Again, coming back to the point which I had mentioned earlier, Meera and Andal, both of them were very similar, were in very similar situations. Meera chose to only live in the suffering of not having Parandama with her, whereas Andal chose to celebrate and cognize, experience that Parandama is with her always, celebrating the presence of Parandama. Swamiji is not limited to just this physical plane. It is the principle which he represents. Even if he is not available to us on this physical plane, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is much more than that. He is the living representation of Paramashivoham. And there are many devotees, even many Adinavasis, who have experienced Swamiji coming into their dreams, responding and talking to them. So we'll be back after a short break, continuing with various Adinavasis, devotees and disciples, sharing about their experience and expressing their solidarity with Kailasa. Please stay tuned.
Kala Bhairav. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present. by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside.
Nithyananda, we're back. And as a part of today's free satsang segment, earlier we had gone through the very recent Facebook post from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's personal profile, addressing all the rumors and misinformation being spread about the current situation Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is in. Previously, we had addressed that all the rumors about the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being ill and being expected to may leave the body, how all of this is just misinformation, wrong information being presented by various news outlets, media, and various people online. Swamiji repeatedly has mentioned in his Facebook posts over the past couple of weeks how his body is extremely fine, extremely healthy. In fact, his heart is functioning as the heart of an 18-year-old, and that there are physically no medical problems with the Supreme Pontiff. Only that he is in very deep samadhi, and for the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to settle down from his samadhi and be once again available to all of us in the form of programs, initiations, satsangs, responding to us on social media. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has asked all of us to pray to his Guru, our Parama Guru, Aranagiri Yogeshwara, to help Swamiji settle down from this deep and blissful state of samadhi. We also have many Kailasavasis and devotees and disciples expressing their solidarity during this time the Sangha and worldwide as Kailasa we are going through. Previously, we had a number of Adinavasis sharing their experiences and their stance on the current situation which we are in. And joining with us right now, we have Annamalai Ayya, who is in Tiruvannamalai, just outside the Tiruvannamalai temple, and has just offered the lamp to Aranagiri Yogeshwara. Nithyanandam Ayya.
சொல்லுங்க, என் பேர் அண்ணாமலை.
ஐயா நித்யானந்தம், என்னுடைய பேர் அண்ணாமலை. என்னுடைய பேர் அண்ணாமலை. பேசலாங்களா?
சொல்லுங்க, பேசுங்க. சொல்லுங்க, நல்லா கேக்குது, சொல்லுங்க.
என்னுடைய பேர் அண்ணாமலையா. என்னுடைய சொந்த ஊர் சேலம். நான் 2005 இருந்து பகவான்ட்டு இருக்கேன். நான், என்னுடைய மனைவி, என்னுடைய குழந்தைகள் எல்லாமே இருக்கிறோம். அதனால அவரை பத்தி, அவரோட சக்தி பத்தி நான் இப்ப எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஷேர் பண்ணலாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அவரு ஒரு சாதாரண ஒரு இதே கிடையாது. ஒரு பிரபஞ்ச சக்தி. மெயினா இப்ப இந்த சமாதி நிலை அடைஞ்ச பத்தி எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஒரு பெரிய குழப்பம் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. அது பெரிய பெரிய ஞானிகள் நம்ம ஆன்மீகத்துல இருக்கா நம்மளுக்கு தெரியுது. ஆனா வெளியே இந்த மீடியாக்காரங்களுக்கு, சராசரி மனுஷங்களுக்கு ஏன்னா ரொம்ப தப்பு தப்பா பேசுறது. சமாதானம் அவர் சரியில்லாம அவர் உடம்பு கெட்டு போயிடுச்சு, சுவாமி என்ன வரும், ஓடிட்டாரு, அது மாதிரிலாம் ரொம்ப தேவையில்லாத நியூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஆனா சமாதி நிலையங்கிறது இப்ப அவருடைய இதுபடி அவர் 18 இயர்ஸ் ஒரு சின்ன யூத் பையன் மாதிரி ஆரோக்கியமா இருக்காரு. பை ஹார்ட், பை லங்ஸ், பை பிசிக்கலி, பை மென்டலி எல்லாமே டாக்டர்ஸே தே ஆர் ஷாக்கிங். எப்படி இது சமாதி நிலையில் இப்படி இருக்காரு. அதனால அவர் உடலை பத்தியோ ஆரோக்கியத்தை பத்தி எந்த வித குறைவும் இல்லை. அவர் அருமையா ஆரோக்கியத்தோட அருமையா இருக்காரு. திருப்பி ஒரு பெரிய எனர்ஜெட்டிக்கோட இந்த உலகத்துக்கு வருவாரு. அது மாதிரி ஜென்ரலா ஒரு ஞானிகள் சமாதி நிலை அடையிறது அவங்களுக்கோசரம் இல்லை, இந்த உலகத்துக்கு இன்னும் பிரபஞ்சத்துக்கு இன்னும் எத்தனை பேருக்கு இன்னும் ஞானம் அடையினா. ஒரு சுவாமி சொன்ன மாதிரி இன்னும் 1,00,000 பேருக்கு ஞானம் அடையுமே இந்த உடல் நான் விட மாட்டேன்னு சொன்னாரு. திருப்பி எங்களுக்கு இந்த உலகத்துக்கு பெரிய கிஃப்ட், பரிசு எவ்வளவு கொண்டு எவ்வளவு விஷயத்த கைலாசில இருந்து கொண்டு வர போற. அதுக்கோசரம் நாங்களாம் காத்து கொண்டு இருக்கிறோம், வேற எதுவுமே இல்லை. அதெல்லாமே எனக்கு எதேச்சா ஏற்கனவே சுவாமிஜி சொன்னதை நாங்க உடனே ஃபாலோ பண்றது. ஒரு சொன்ன உடனே 4வது நாளே நான் மட்டும் தனிப்பட்ட முறையில் அருணகிரி விளக்கு வச்சுட்டு போனேன். அப்புறம் எனக்கு மிராக்கல் நடந்தது. நிறைய பேர் சொல்லுவாங்க சாமிஜி பிசிக்கல்ல இல்லையே, அவர் எப்படி பார்க்காமனா. ஆனா பிசிக்கலோட எனக்கு இப்போ ஒரு 20 நாளா இவ்வளவுதான் மிராக்கல் நடந்துகிட்டே இருக்கு. ஆனா அருணகிரி தனியா வந்தோன்னா அப்படியே என்ன அறியாம நான் அழுந்தேன், முக்தி அடையறேன்னு சொன்னா எல்லாமே நினைச்சு. அப்புறம் எனக்கு தனிப்பட்ட முறையில எனக்கு பேங்க் பிரச்சனை 3 வருஷமா இருந்துட்டு இருக்கு. 2018 பாத பூஜை பண்ணதுல இருந்து எனக்கு இருந்துட்டு இருக்கு. சாமிஜி அன்னைக்கே சொல்லிட்டாரு, அண்ணாமலை கவலைப்படாதீங்க, சாமி உங்களோட இருக்கிறேன், நான் எல்லாம் பாத்துக்குவேன், என்னையே நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்குன்னு சொன்னாரு. அதுபடி இல்லைன்னா நான் அன்னைக்கு அருணகிரி விளக்கு வச்சுட்டு மறுநாள் அப்படியே ஒன்னொன்னா எனக்கு பேங்க்ல பிரச்சனை கிளியர் ஆயிட்டே இருக்கு. இப்பயும் கிளியர் ஆயிட்டே இருக்கு. இன்னைக்கு எதேச்சியா சரி அம்மா வரணும்னு சொன்னாலும் இன்னைக்கு நானும் அம்மாவும் விளக்கு பத்தி வச்சுட்டு ரொம்ப ப்ரே பண்ணோம். எங்க லக்கு எல்லாமே ஒரு 50 டிவோட்டிஸ் நம்ம பாண்டிச்சேரி டீம், விழுப்புரம் டீம் எல்லாம் கூட்டு பிரார்த்தனை பண்ணிட்டு இப்பதான் வெளியே வரும். அதோட இன்னொரு மிராக்கிள் சொல்லுங்க, எனக்கு நிறைய மிராக்கிள் நடந்தது. இது அருணகிரி நான் போன வாரம் போயிட்டு அன்னைக்கு நைட்டு மறுநாள் திரும்ப மதுரையில போய் இருக்கிறேன். எனக்கு ஒரு பெரிய மிராக்கிள் என்னன்னா, ஒரு 25 வருஷம் முன்னாடி ஒரு அமௌண்ட் ஒருத்தருக்கு நான் 4 lakhs கொடுத்துருந்தேங்க. அது வரவே இல்லை. நாங்களும் மறந்துட்டோம், நானும் மறந்துட்டேன். 25 வருஷம் கழிச்சு வந்து அன்னைக்கு நான் ஊருக்கு மதுரை கிளம்போது வந்து சாமிகிட்ட நான் பரமசிவம் நான் வந்து அட்டன் பண்ண ரொம்ப நாளா ஏங்கிட்டு இருக்கேன். அதுக்கு நான் டிக்ளேர் பண்ணேன் 21 நாளாச்சும் நான் அட்டன் பண்ணணும். அப்புறம் அன்னைக்கு கடைசியா எங்க வீட்டுல ரஜிதமூர்த்தி இருக்கு, காலில் தொட்டு கும்பிட்டு நான் கிளம்புனேன் வெள்ளிக்கிழமை. சுவாமிஜி நீங்க தான் பொறுப்பு, அட்லீஸ்ட் எனக்கு ஒரு நாளாச்சும் அட்டன் பண்ண எனக்கு வந்து மேனிஃபெஸ்ட் பண்ணுங்க, நீங்க தான் பொறுப்பு, நாளைக்கே நான் கட்டி ஆகணும். உங்களுக்கும் தெரியும் எனக்கு வந்து எதுவுமே கிடையாது, நான் டிக்ளேர் உங்களை நம்பி தான் பண்றேன், ஏதோ ஒண்ணு பண்ணுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நான் மதுரைக்கு போனேன். மறுநாள் சாயந்தரம் எதேச்சா ஒரு 25 வருஷம் கழிச்சு அந்த ஒரு சன் அவங்க அந்த பையன் அவங்க நாங்க கொடுத்த அப்பாவோட பையன் வந்து ஃபோன் பண்ணி, ஆனா நான் தான் பேசுறேன்னா தப்பா நினைக்க, நாங்க வீடு எல்லாம் வித்துட்டோம்னா உங்களுக்கு சேர வேண்டியது 4 லட்சம் இருக்குன்னா எங்களால் அவ்வளவு கொடுக்க முடியாதுன்னா உங்களுக்கு நாங்க 2 லட்சம் நான் வந்து கொடுக்குறேன்னா எங்க நான் வந்து கொடுக்கணும், வீட்டுக்கு வரட்டேன்னு கேட்டப்ப அப்ப எனக்கு ஒண்ணுமே புரியல. இதெல்லாம் நடக்கிறது வந்து நினைவா கனவா? வெள்ளிக்கிழமை நினைச்சேன், சனிக்கிழமை வந்து 25 வருஷம் கழிச்சு வர தொகை நானா மறந்தே போயிட்டேன், யாருன்னே தெரியாது. 2 லட்சம் வந்து கொடுக்குறேன்னு சொன்ன உடனே அப்புறம் அதை வாங்கினோன்னா உடனே ஒரு நாளைக்கு உண்டான மேனிஃபெஸ்ட் பண்ணி உடனே வந்து இப்போ பரமசிவம் வந்து ஒரு நாள் நான் வந்து அமௌண்ட் கட்டி நான் ரெடியா இருக்கேன். ஆனா அது வந்து முடிவில்லை, நான் 21 நாள் அட்டன் பண்ணணும் டிக்ளேர் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். அதுக்கு சாமிக்கு கண்டிப்பா மேனிஃபெஸ்ட் பண்ணியே ஆகணும். ஏன்னா வந்து நிறைய பேர் நினைக்கிறாங்க வந்து சமாதி நிலையில இருக்கும்போது அவரும் எதுவும் பண்ண மாட்டா, சமாதி நிலையில இருக்கும்போது அவரோட சக்தி வந்து நான் உணர்றேன், எல்லாருக்கும் எல்லாமே உணர்றேன், கண்ணுல தண்ணி வருது. அவர் போய் அருணகிரி உட்காந்து கடன்னு நினைச்சது நடக்குது, நினைச்ச மாத்திரத்துல நடக்குது. சமாதி நிலையில இருக்கும் போதே இப்ப சமாதி நிலை முடிஞ்சு அவர் வந்து அந்த 22/5 வந்து சாமிஜி வந்து வரேன்னு சொல்லியிருக்காரு. அந்த நாளுக்கு கோசம் ஏங்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். பல மிராக்கிள்ஸ் நடந்துதான் இருக்கு, நினைச்சது நடக்கு, எல்லா சூழ்நிலையும் சுத்தி சுத்தி மாறுது, எனக்கு மாறிக்கிட்டே இருக்கு. சமாதி நிலையில இருக்காரு, ஆனா வந்து சாமி நினைச்சுக்கிட்டே இருக்கேன். அதிகமா வந்து எனக்கு வந்து கனெக்ஷன் ஆயிடுச்சு. எனக்கு வந்து அப்படியே குண்டலினி சக்தி ரைஸ் ஆயிட்டே இருக்கு, என்னன்னே தெரியல. அது வந்து வார்த்தைகள் சொல்ல முடியாது. இது வந்து பெரிய மிராக்கிள். வெள்ளிக்கிழமை நைட்டு வந்து வேண்டிட்டு போறோம், சனிக்கிழமை 25 வருஷம் கழிச்சு ஒரு 2 லட்சம் அமௌண்ட் வந்து போன் பண்ணி ஒருத்தர் சொல்றாரு, ஐயா நான் உங்களுக்கு கொடுக்கணும், எங்க வரணும்னு. இதுக்கு மேல என்னங்க, சமாதி நிலையில் இருக்காரு தான், இதுக்கு மேல கிடையாது. இதுக்கு மேல வந்து பகவான், அது வந்து ஒரு பிரபஞ்ச சக்தி. இதுக்கு மேல வந்து வார்த்தைகள் வந்து வரணும். இந்த 25 வருஷம் முன்னாடி இருக்கிறதே நம்மளுக்கு வந்து ஒரு பக்தன் வந்து என்னடா ஒரு நாளைக்கு அட்டன் பண்றதுக்கு நம்ம கேட்டான ஒண்ணு ஷவர் பண்றாருன்னா நினைச்சு பாருங்க. அவர் ஃபீலிங் கனெக்ஷன் அந்த 4-5 வருஷம் எவ்வளவு அதிகப்படுத்தணுமோ அதிகப்படுத்திட்டே இருக்காரு, அதிகப்படுத்த கூடவே இருக்காரு. எதுவுமே எனக்கு வந்து எந்த இதுல இதெல்லாம் வந்து பேசிட்டே போலாம். அதனால வந்து இந்த சொசைட்டி பொறுத்த வரைக்கும், சமுதாயம் பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் அவர் வந்து எப்பயுமே வந்து தப்பாவே பேசிட்டு இருக்காங்க. அதெல்லாம் எதையுமே நீங்க நம்பவே தேவையில்ல. மீடியாங்கிறது சுத்த போய் அவங்களுக்கு வந்து அடிப்படை ஆன்மீகம் என்னதான் அந்த சமாதி நிலைன்னா என்னன்னு புக் எடுத்து படிச்சு அதை கிளீனா போட்டுடுறாங்க. அதனால வந்து இவங்க எல்லாம் பேசுறது வந்து பொய் பேசிட்டு எப்படி பண்ணுமோ மக்களை வந்து திசை தரப்பு தான் பாக்குறாங்க தவிர உண்மையிலே ஆன்மீகத்துல அடிப்படையா இருக்கவங்களுக்கு சமாதி நிலைன்னா என்னன்னே தெரியும். இது வந்து ஒரு பெரிய சிறப்பு. அது கிஃப்ட், நிறைய பரிசுகள் கிஃப்ட் கொண்டதுக்கோசரம் வந்து இந்த உலகத்துக்கு கொண்டதுக்கும் அவர் வந்து அங்க வந்து தயாரா பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காரு. அதனால அந்த நாட்களுக்கோசரம் நானும் இல்லை, நம்ம உலகத்துல இருக்க நித்யானந்த பக்தர், கோடான கோடி பக்தர்கள் வந்து நாங்க அப்படியே ஏங்கி கொண்டு இருக்கிறோம். எப்படா ஒருவார் சாமிஜி, ஒரு குழந்தை மாதிரி நான் ஏங்கிட்டு இருக்கேன், எப்படா நம்மளுக்கு சாக்லேட் தருவார், என்ன தருவார்னு. அதனால சாமி இருக்கார், கூடயே இருக்காரு. அதனால வந்து இதுல வந்து எந்த வித மாற்று கருத்தும் கிடையாது. அவர் பெரிய சக்தி, பெரிய சக்தி நம்ம சொல்லக்கூடாது, அவரு தான் உலகம், அவரு தான் இந்த பிரபஞ்சம். நான் உணர்றேன், உணர்ந்துகிட்டே இருக்கேன். எனக்கு மிராக்கிள் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருக்காரு, நடந்துகிட்டே இருக்காரு, கைவிட மாட்டேன்னு சொன்னார், பண்ணிக்கிட்டே கூடயே இருக்காரு, நடந்து வந்துகிட்டே இருக்காரு. இன்னைக்கு பாருங்க, இன்னைக்கு இது அமைஞ்சது திருவண்ணாமலைன்னு பேசிட்டு இருக்கேன். திருவண்ணாமலை அருணகிரி விளக்கு வச்சவொடனே வந்து சாமிகிட்ட பேசிட்டு இருக்கேன். எனக்கு இந்த வாய்ப்பு கொடுத்ததுக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி, பகவானுக்கு நன்றி. அதனால பக்தர்கள் இன்னும் சொல்லியிருக்காரு, இன்னும் நிறைய பேர் வந்து நம்ம டிவோட்டிஸ் யார் யார் வரலையோ வந்து திருவண்ணாமலை அருணகிரி வந்து வச்சுட்டு போங்க, சாமி திருப்பி வருவாரு. உங்களுக்கும் வந்து பலவித மாற்றம் வந்து கண்டிப்பா வந்து நடக்கும். அதனால உணர ஆரம்பிப்பீங்க. இங்க வந்து பலவித மாற்றம் நடக்கும். அதனால யாருமே தயங்காம உடனே திருவண்ணாமலை கிளம்பி இங்க வந்து அருணகிரி வந்து வைங்க, சாமி வந்து திரும்பி வருவோம். வந்துட்டாரு, 22 வந்துட போற, அதுல எந்த வித மாற்றமும் இல்லை. உலகத்துக்கு திருப்பி அவர் இருப்பார், எங்களோட இருப்பாரு. என பேர் விட்டே கூப்பிடுவாரு, அண்ணாமலை எப்படி இருக்கீன்னு கேட்பாரு. அதெல்லாம் எனக்கு வந்து கொரோனா கூடிய நம்பிக்கை அவர் மேல இருக்கு. இந்த வாய்ப்பு அளித்ததுக்கு கொரோனா கூட என் குடும்பத்தை சார்பா நான் நன்றி தெரிவிக்கிறேன். நித்யானந்தம் ஐயா.
ரொம்ப நன்றி, அருமையான ஷேரிங், ரொம்ப நன்றி. ஆக்சுவலி கொஞ்ச நேரத்துக்கு முன்னாடி நம்ம ரொம்ப ஷேர் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தோம். பகவான் வந்து சுவாமிஜி வந்து ஒரு இது கிடையாது, பிசிக்கல் பிளேனே கிடையாது. அவர் ஃபண்டமெண்டலா ஒரு பிரின்சிபிள். அவருக்கு நமக்கு பிசிக்கல் அவைலபிளா இல்லாத கூட அவர் ஃபேஸ்புக் போஸ்ட்ல சொல்லியிருக்காரு பாரு, பேர் யூனிவர்ஸ் உங்க ட்ரீம் நமக்குள்ள ட்ரீம்ஸ்குள்ளெல்லாம் வந்து நம்ம அவர் வந்து நம்ம பிளஸ் பண்ணி சப்போர்ட் பண்ணி அவர் பண்ற வேலையை அவர் கொடுத்த ஆசீர்வாதம் எல்லாமே அவர் பண்ணிட்டு தான் இருப்பாரு. ஸோ நீங்க ஷேர் பண்ணது ரொம்ப அருமையான ஷேரிங். ரொம்ப நன்றியா, ரொம்ப நன்றியா ஜாயின் பண்றதுக்கு.
நித்யானந்தங்க நித்யானந்தம்.
Yes, so that is actually a very beautiful sharing from Annamalaya, who is actually right now in Tiruvannamalai and who has just lighted Deepa in the Sannidhi of Arunagiri Yogeshwara in the Arunachaleshwara temple. Ayya had beautifully shared his experience which had happened over the past couple of days, where he has been having a lot of financial problems, a lot of problems with the bank, and so with the confidence which Swamiji had given, which he had in the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism after reading the Facebook post. But even though Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, isn't physically available to us at the moment, but he's not able to physically attend to us and respond to our messages on social media, he is still operating, still doing his work as our Guru, as our Master, as the Bhagavan, as Paramashiva of the whole world, responding to devotees' blessing and answering our prayers. With this confidence, Annamalaya had actually come all the way to Tiruvannamalai, had gone all the way to Tiruvannamalai, and lighted the Deepa in the Arunagiri Yogeshwara Sannidhi. And immediately after that, within just a small amount of time, all his bank problems, all his financial problems, everything had been cleared, as well as a very long pending loan of a couple of lakhs of money, which he had even forgotten about, that this loan had to be paid to him by someone else. All of that money just came flowing to him. The person is calling and telling and asking, I need to give you this money, Ayya, where are you? How can I come and give? So this is the power of just this simple, deep devotion which we have with our Master, with our Guru, with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And how even though in this physical plane, Swamiji is unavailable to us at the moment, he is still continuing to operate through various levels on various different parallel universes and continuing to do his job as our Guru. And as his disciples, as Swamiji himself has mentioned in the Facebook post, use this opportunity to strengthen and solidify our relationship with our Guru, our Master. As Annamalaya himself had shared, his devotion, his bhakti, his connection with Swamiji has only increased and deepened with everything which is going on right now and the experiences he had just after lighting the lamp in the Arunagiri Yogeshwara Sannidhi. Stay tuned, and we're going to be back with more and more devotees in Adi Nivasi sharing their experiences and their stance, their cognition on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and on KAILASA. How as KAILASA, we are expressing our solidarity and making a statement to the whole world. Stay tuned.
I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but Your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I'm your guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness.
Nithyananda, we are back with another beautiful sharing from Krishna Kadaya, who is joining us today. Nithyananda, கேக்குதையா?
கேக்குது.
நீங்க ஒரு பிரீஃப் உங்க பத்தி ஒரு பிரீஃப் இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன் கொடுத்துட்டு நீங்க ஆரம்பிக்கலாம்.
நித்யானந்தம் நித்யானந்தம். ஓம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவோம். நித்யானந்தம். என் பேர் ஸ்ரீ நித்ய கிருஷ்ணகதா. என் மனைவி பார்வதி அம்மா. நாங்க சாமிஜியை ஒரு 15 வருடமாக பின்பற்றி வருகிறோம். அவர் எங்களுடைய வாழ்க்கையில குருவாகவும் கடவுளாகவும் இருந்து எங்களை வழிநடத்தி கொண்டிருக்கிறார். சாமிஜியுடன் அருளாசியுடன் நாங்கள் அமைந்திருக்கும் தொண்டையார்பேட்டையில் அவருக்கு திருக்கோயில் அமைத்து கைலாயம் தொண்டையார்பேட்டை நடத்தி கொண்டு வருகிறோம். தினசரி பூஜைகள், வாரந்தோறும் அபிஷேகம், எல்லா விதமான நைவேத்தியங்களும் படைக்கப்படுகிறது பகவான் ஆசிரியால். பகவான் இப்ப ஆழ்ந்த சமாதி நிலையில் இருந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறார். நம்மளோட மீடியாக்கள் பாத்தீங்கன்னா எல்லாமே அவதூறு, சாமியை பத்தி தவறான செய்திகளை பரப்பிக் கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். அவதார புருஷர்கள் இப்படி ரமண மகரிஷி, இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய அவதார புருஷர்கள் நமக்கு வரலாறுல கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கோம். அவர்கள் அவர்களுக்கு துக்கம், கவலை எதுவுமே இருக்காது. அதனால ஆழமான சமாதி நிலைக்கு அடிக்கடி செல்வது உண்டு. சாமிஜியும் அப்படிதான், எந்த உணவும் இல்லாமல் பல மாதங்களாக சமாதி உணர்வில் வாழ்ந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறார். அவர் ஒரு 27 டாக்டர்ஸ் ரிசர்ச் வேற பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. என்ன அவர் உடம்புல மாற்றம் ஏற்பட்டிருக்கு, எப்படி இருக்காரு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. அவருக்கு சுகர், கேன்சர், பிபி, வேற எதுவும் நோய்கள் இருக்கான்னு பார்த்ததுல எந்த விதமான நோய்களுமே அவருக்கு இல்லை சாமிஜிக்கு. அவருக்கு இன்டர்னல் ஆர்கன் பார்த்தா 18 வயசு சிறுவனுடைய ஆர்கன்ஸ் தான் எல்லாமே இயங்கிக் கொண்டிருக்கு. பூரண நலத்தோடு இருக்கிறார் சாமிஜி. சாமிஜி அதாவது சிவபெருமான் நம்ம புராணத்துல கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கோம். சிவபெருமான் எப்பயுமே சமாதியிலே இருப்பாரு. சமாதியிலே இருப்பாரு. அந்த அசுரர்கள் உலகத்துல முனிவர்கள் யாகங்கள், பூஜைகள் இதெல்லாம் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருக்கும்போது அசுரர்கள் அந்த யாகத்தை தடுப்பாங்க. உலக நன்மைக்காண்டி தேவர்கள் செய்வாங்க, அந்த அசுரர்கள் தடுப்பாங்க. அப்ப சிவபெருமான் என்ற போய் முறையிடுவாங்க. அந்த மாதிரிதான் இப்பயுமே பகவான் எந்தவித உணர்வும் இல்லாம ஆழமான சமாதி நிலையில இருக்கிறாரு. இப்ப நம்முடைய பக்தர்கள் எல்லாமே உலக நன்மைக்காண்டி வேண்டி அவரை பக்தி உணர்வோட பகவானுக்கு குருவாக விளங்கிய அருணகிரி யோகீஸ்வரர் அவர் தான் பகவானுக்கு ஞான அனுபவத்தை கொடுத்தாங்க. அவருடைய சமாதியில விளக்கேற்றும் பொழுது விளக்கேற்றி நம்முடைய பக்தியை வெளிப்படுத்தலாம். நம்முடைய பக்தி மூலமாக தான் சமாதியிலிருந்து இறங்கி வர முடியும். நம்மளோட ஆழமான பக்தி உணர்வினால் மட்டும்தான் அது நடக்கும். ஆகையால் நம்முடைய பக்தர்கள் அனைவரும் எந்தவித பயமோ துக்கமோ, இப்போ சாமிஜி சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, சாமிஜி நான் வந்தாலும் வரலனாலும், தீட்சை கொடுத்தாலும் கொடுக்கலனாலும் உங்களுக்கு என்ன உடனே இன்செக்யூரிட்டி, ஐயோ நம்மளோட வாழ்வுல சாமிஜி இல்லைன்னா என்ன ஆகுறது, 4 பேர் கிண்டல் பண்ணுவாங்களா, இல்ல நம்ம லைஃப்லயே ஒரு ஊன்றுகோல் போயிடுமா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு நமக்குள்ள என்னென்னலாம் தாட்ஸ் வருதோ அதெல்லாம் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிட்டு பூரணமான உணர்வுடன் ஓம் நித்யானந்த பரமசிவோகம் இந்த மகா மந்திரத்தை சொல்லிட்டு பிரார்த்தனை பண்ணோம்னா நம்மள மாதிரி பக்தர்கள் வேண்டுதலுக்கு மட்டும்தான் பகவான் சமாதி நிலையிலிருந்து அவரை எழுப்ப முடியும். அப்பதான் நம்ம பலவிதமான இப்ப உலகத்துல எவ்வளவோ அட்டூழியங்கள் நடந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு. இந்துசத்தை அழிக்கிறதுக்கும் நல்லவர்கள் வாழ்றதுக்கும் எவ்வளோ தீயவர்கள் நமக்கு கஷ்டங்களை கொடுத்து கொண்டிருக்கார். சாமிஜி நமக்கு துணையா இருந்துதான் நம்ம அதை ஜெயிக்கணும். அதனால ஆழமான பக்தியுடன் நம்ம அருணகிரி யோகீஸ்வரர் தியான மண்டபத்துல விளக்கேற்றணும்னா பகவான் சமாதியிலிருந்து நமக்கு தரிசனமும் ஆசிகளும் வழங்குவான்றது பகவான் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. நம்ம அதை செய்யலாம். நித்யானந்தம். இப்போது என் மனைவி ஷேர் பண்ணுவாங்க.
நித்யானந்தம், ஆக்சுவலா அந்த அருணகிரி யோகீஸ்வர மண்டபத்துக்கு திருவண்ணாமலை அப்படிங்கிறதே என்னுடைய வாழ்நாள்ல சாமிஜியுடைய ஜெயந்திக்கு அவரை பார்க்கறதுக்கு தான் அந்த திருவண்ணாமலையிலேயே நான் பார்வதி மாடி எடுத்து வச்சேன். சோ என்னுடைய அண்ணாமலையார் என்னுடைய சாமிஜி தான். அன்னைக்கு எனக்குள்ள பதிஞ்ச அந்த ஆழமான சத்தியம், அவர் தான் திருவண்ணாமலைங்கிற அந்த மிகப்பெரிய அண்ணாமலையார காமிச்சது. அவர் மூலியம்தான் அதை நான் பார்த்தனால அவரே எனக்கு அதுவாதான் தெரிஞ்சாரு. இன்னும் அப்படிதான் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு இருக்காரு. சோ எங்கும் வியாபித்து இருக்கக்கூடிய மிகப்பெரிய சக்தி அது. அது அடியவரின் வேண்டுதலுக்காக நாம் விரும்பி வேண்டி கேட்டனாலதான் மிகப்பெரிய சக்தி தன்னை அடக்கி ஒரு மனித ரூபத்துல வந்து மிகப்பெரிய சக்தி அதுக்குள்ள தன்னை அடக்கி இந்த உலகத்துக்கே, எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு என்னுடைய உணர்வுக்கு என்னுடைய வாழ்நாள்ல மிகப்பெரிய மாற்றத்தை, நோயினால அவஸ்தைப்பட்டு இருந்த எனக்கு அதை பற்றி எண்ணமே இல்லை. அந்த நெகட்டிவ் தாட், எதிர்மறையான எண்ணங்களால பயத்தினாலையும் ஒடுங்கி போய் கடந்த நானு சாமிஜியை பார்த்த பிறகுதான் மிகப்பெரிய அந்த ஆனந்தம், நேர்மறை பாசிட்டிவ் சக்தி அப்படின்னா என்ன அப்படிங்கிறதே என்னால புரிஞ்சுக்க முடிஞ்சது. கவலை, துக்கம் இதெல்லாம் என்ன பண்ணும், அது தேவையில்லாத ஒண்ணு அப்படிங்கிறத தெளிவா அவருடைய தீட்சையின் மூலம், வார்த்தை தீட்சை, அவருடைய ஒவ்வொரு வார்த்தையும் எனக்குள்ள தீட்சையா தான் இறங்குச்சு. அது மிகப்பெரிய சக்தியா மாறி இன்று வரைக்கும் சாமிஜியை பார்த்ததுல இருந்து இன்று வரைக்கும் ஆக்சுவலா என்னுடைய நிலைமைக்கு புல் முளைச்சு போயிருக்கும்னு சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா, அப்படி இருந்திருப்பேன். சாமிஜியை பார்க்கலன்னா அவரை பார்த்த பிறகு கிடைத்த அந்த மிகப்பெரிய அந்த வார்த்தை தீட்சைன்ற அந்த சக்தி தான் இன்னும் எனக்குள்ள அந்த நேர்மறையான சக்தியா ஓடிக்கிட்டு இருக்கு. வாழ்க்கைங்கிறது மிக அற்புதமானது, ஆனந்தமானது அப்படிங்கிறத ரொம்ப ஆழமா பகவான் எங்களுக்கு புரிய வச்சிருக்காரு. இனிமையான அந்த வாழ்க்கையை இனிமையா ஒவ்வொரு நிமிடமும் இனிமையா வாழ்ந்துட்டு இருக்க அந்த அனுபவத்தை கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்காரு. இதுக்கு எப்பயுமே தொடர்ந்து சாமி சத்சங்ல வந்துருவாங்க. கைலாஷா உருவாக்குன பிறகும் தொடர்ந்து அவர் எங்களை வழி நடத்திக்கிட்டே இருக்காரு. ஸோ அவருடைய சத்சங் மூலமாகவும் அவருடைய தீட்சைகள் மூலமாகவும் நிறைய ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் எல்லாமே நடத்திக்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க. எங்களை என்னைக்குமே அவர் கைவிட்டதில்லை. இப்பயுமே அவர் அந்த முழுமையான அந்த ஆனந்தத்துல, அதாவது பரிபூர்ண அந்த சமாதியில இருக்காங்க. அதை நாங்க ஒவ்வொரு நிமிஷமும் அனுபவிச்சுட்டு இருக்கோம். பகவான் எங்களை சுத்தி இருக்காங்க அப்படிங்கிறது இவ்வளவு பலம் வாய்ந்த எனக்குள்ளும் என்ன நடந்ததுன்னா, அந்த மீடியால சொல்லக்கூடிய விஷயங்கள் எனக்குள்ளேயும் மிகப்பெரிய ஷேக்கிங் வந்துருச்சு. எனக்குள்ள ஒரு வலியே என்னால தாங்கிக்க முடியல, அதை ஏற்றுக்கொள்ள முடியல. அவரு மிகப்பெரிய சக்திங்கிறது என்னுடைய அறிவுக்கு புரியுது, என்னுடைய மனநிலை அதை ஏற்றுக்க மறுக்குது. ரெண்டுக்கும் நடுவுல எனக்கு ஒரு ரெண்டு நாளுக்கு முன்னாடி எனக்கு பிரம்ம பிடிச்ச மாதிரியே ஆயிடுச்சு. ஏன்னா இவங்க பண்ணக்கூடிய இந்த அவதூறு மிகப்பெரிய சக்தி இருக்கு, அதை நம்பி நாங்க வாழ்க்கை நடத்திட்டு இருக்கோம் இனிமையா. இவங்களுக்கு ஆக போறது ஒன்றும் இல்லை. ஆனா திரும்ப 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 எங்களை துக்கப்படுத்துறதுலயே நிம்மதியா குருமார்கள், அவர்கள் வழி நடத்தக்கூடிய குருமார்கள் கிடைக்காம எவ்வளவு பேரு தவிக்கிறாங்க. மறந்தாலும் மறுத்தாலும் தடுத்தால் கொள்ளணும் இறைவா நாங்க கேட்ட வரோம் எங்களுக்கு சாமிஜி கிடைச்சாரு. அவரை நாங்க இனிமையா ஆனந்தமா இந்த திருவண்ணாமலையில வாழ வேண்டிய மிகப்பெரிய